What's going on YouTube? It's Boss Saying Lip 86 here, back at another video, and today I'm joined by the master of stopping and moving Garfield, and he could slither into a hole. Alex, we're back with not part 2, but basically story times 2, Electric Boogaloo, and we have an executive producer, and yeah, we're gonna tell some pretty good stories, right, Alex?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell a couple stories of mine, but this guy right here is the main attraction, so why don't you start us off there?
Well, I'll start out, did we already do the rag story?
No.
Okay.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, we did.
Okay, never mind. We already did okay, here comes the glue story, alright?
Oh, crap. I kind of set myself up for this one.
So, one day, I think it's on a Friday morning, I'm sitting in the living room, butt naked. That's not a curse, so they can't demonetize us. I'm sitting in the living room, butt naked, trying to glue 2 paintings together, as you do. So, I'm sitting there with my grandma in the living room, trying to glue 2 paintings together right before school one morning. And my grandma hands me the tube of glue, and I try to open it up with this little knife I have, and I accidentally puncture one of the tubes. Now, no glue was leaking out, so I thought it was perfectly fine, really. Now, I took off the cap, and I was about to pop the little film, to start super gluing these paintings together. And I immediately realized that was a mistake. Everywhere. All over me. Remember, I'm butt naked at this time as well. So I have glue all over my stomach, my chest, my legs, and my little fellers downstairs as well. And it burns. And I'm sitting there freaking out. My grandma, who saw the whole thing, goes, "Oh, I'll help. She goes to the bathroom, and just so you know, literally that house over there is where it happened at. Goes to the bathroom and comes back with nail polish remover and a rag. Alright? Let's just say Barrington here is my little friends downstairs. Ooh, wait. Ah, crap, I don't know where. Let's just say Barrington here is my little friends downstairs. This is the nail polish remover. This is the rag. Nail polish remover immediately goes all over my little friends downstairs. And I scream in a trailer about walls this thick where everyone can hear you if you whisper. Now, sorry for the curse here. "You put it on my dick!" Loud. Extremely loud. And if you've ever heard Velcro, I jumped up, alright, off the couch. Now, my 2 bottom friends were already a little bit glued to the couch. So when I jumped, it's like I got a free wax, And it wasn't a fun time. I ran back to the bathroom and sat in the shower, a cold shower like a real man, crying my balls out, dude. And that is the glue story.
And also that your brother was in the living room with his girlfriend, and he listened to the entire thing for like 2 hours.
Pretty much.
So basically, 3 fallen comrades, the fallen soldiers.
Fallen soldiers.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a story about what happened to me. I grew up in Florissant, and moved here about a few years ago. Or, no, not a few years, about a decade ago. And, there was this one time, I was 1, and I was running up and down these little concrete steps at the time, and my mom was just, watching me, and I'm running up and down the steps, and my mom's like, "Okay, Tristan, don't do that, or else you'll break something." All of a sudden, face plant down, like 2 sets of concrete steps. I have a goose egg on my head, blood just spurting out of my face, and I'm doing this. Yay! And my mom is freaking out. She's like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. So, yeah. It was a short story, but got killed time somehow. Alright. Tell them the laxative story.
Okay, so this one happened here recently, alright? So, I'm sitting there one Monday morning, I think it was, right?
Yeah, was it Sunday?
I think it was one of the... No, I was at school that day.
Yeah, it was Monday, yeah.
So, I was sitting there one Monday morning, and I'm trying to take a crap. I'm like, oh, nothing's coming out. I think I'm constipated. And I saw this laxative pills things, and they said gentle relief, so you wouldn't have to urgently run to the bathroom. So I take 3 of them.
As you do.
As you do. And I took these 3 laxatives, and I went to school. Now, it was mostly a normal day for me until I got to...
Math class.
Yeah, about math class. Right after lunch. And then it hit me hard. Basically, if you've ever heard, like, any giant monster in a monster movie, that's what it was doing down there. And I'm sitting there like the Hoover Dam, clenching cheeks the whole time. And it was hard. Jeez. I'm sitting there through math class. I had to go through PE. Crying. Because I didn't want to blow up the toilets at the school. That's why I didn't already just take a crap. And then I'm sitting in my study hall with Tristan and a few others. And I'm just sitting there while they hear... Like,
it sounded like a bear growling. I thought a bear came to school. I'm like, what in the world? And I looked at him, and he's in pain. I'm like, what in the world is going on?
I was holding on to the desk, hyperventilating.
He was trying so hard not to laugh. He's like, I'm begging you, man. Please stop. I'm begging you.
Yeah, we were playing a game of Scribblio, and I, really got close to dying at some of the points.
But, with Hollywood and boomerangs.
Hollywood boomerang. But, I'm sitting there just holding it, dude, holding it. I got out of there, and I got on the bus home. And, I get home, and I just blow up the toilet. It felt so relieving. It was like getting a weight off my chest, but instead of my chest, it was my butt. So, that was a weight load off my chest. But I don't know.
Okay, this happened to me a while back. Me and my brother Anthony were swinging golf clubs, we were swinging golf clubs, like hitting golf balls in the backyard, and one of them went underneath my it was right next to my brother's feet, and thinking to myself, yeah, that would be a good idea. Let me just crawl underneath my brother to get the ball. As soon as I hear it, get whacked in the side of the head. I'm screaming in pain. My brother is crying. My dad's yelling. And my mom's like, what in the world's going on? I got a huge gash in the side of my ear. And we went to the hospital, and they were like, all right, do you want staples, stitches, or do you want a Band-Aid? I chose the Band-Aid. I didn't like needles at the time. And I'm not going through that experience ever again, so yeah. What was another story you were... Oh, tell them the mental institution story.
That's a long one, but okay, I got it. Alright, a long time ago...
We almost have 10 minutes of content, so... 10 sweet minutes of content.
I was getting ready to say 10 minutes ago, but a long time ago, actually, in that trailer over there that, meth heads own now, a long time ago, I got a really bad nosebleed, and I kind of was lazy about it, didn't want to clean it up, so I just kind of laid there with blood all over my face. Well, Mom thought I wanted to kill myself because of that. And, well, I didn't want to kill myself, obviously, but they had managed to convince me that I should go to a mental institution. Now, how they told me it was good was you literally get to lay in a bed all day, you get to eat whenever you want, and there'll just be doctors there that ask you a couple questions, and you can go back to watching TV. Any 8-year-old kid's paradise. So, I agreed to go, and I went. Immediately learned it was a mistake. I went into this room, I heard kids screaming while I was walking down the hallway. There's this little metal part on the window that literally scratched in it with a fingernail as help or get out. And a camera watches you sleep, because, wow, how nice. And, nobody was in that room. So I thought, I got a single room. I'm like, yes. So, I just kind of slept on a bed that was about this thick, and a fun story. That's not ever good for a fat person. And I went to sleep. Normal day. Well, that's besides being put in a mental institution, right?
You were only there for 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days.
Okay, that wasn't too bad.
And then how when you wake up, your eyes open up and you see yourself, your little lump under the cover. Well, I saw my lump, a little lump to the right. And it got me thinking. I immediately pull the covers off me, and there's this little black kid holding on to me in his underwear, hugging me. And I immediately kick him off me. He called me his boo or something like that. Wasn't it like his big baby boo or something? It was big something. I know big was in it. But, so I had to take a shower in the same room as that kid, just so you know, Tristan. I had to take a shower with him. And if you've ever heard the term, don't drop the soap, I'm so happy I had liquid soap. So if I drop some, I don't have to bend down to pick it up. Anywho, this little black kid pretty much followed me around while I was there. Called me his little baby boo. And, basically, eventually, within the 3 days' time, I made a gang in that little place. It was just me and that little black kid, though. Here's what would happen. Little black kid liked to get into confrontations, and I was the big guy there. So, I would have the black kid steal people's food during breakfast and lunchtime. He would come back to me and give me said food, and then whoever tried to screw with the little kid, I would just, strong arm. It's pretty fun, I got to call him a few bad names because of his, race, and he got to call me a couple of bad names because of weight. And it was kind of just a general, great time. I got the N-word pass when I was 8 years old. That's pretty much all that happened there. Called me his big baby boo. Yeah, I'm happy I'm not there.
Alright, I think that's gonna wrap up the video on a good mark. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more stories with Alex, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to join the herd. Boss Antelope 86 signing off. Peace.